Ready? The affirmative stands resolved that the United States should tie its military and other foreign aid to progress in the areas of human rights and democracy. The affirmative defines human rights, for the time being, as the rights to access to education, health, food, shelter, and life. We define democracy as government by the people with political and social equality. Contention 1. When the United States gives aid to a country, a percentage of the aid goes to the government, while the remaining percentage goes to non-governmental organizations, also known as NGOs. Aid should be tied in the following manner. A. For countries that make an effort in the progress of human rights and democracy, a larger percentage should go to the government and a smaller amount to the NGOs. B. For countries that refuse to support democracy and human rights, little to no aid should be given to the government, while the majority should be given to the NGOs. Contention 2. Progression of democracy should be judged by the following measures. 1. Are there fair and free elections? And 2. Are the rights of individuals being preserved? The UN is the body that makes the judgment calls, not the US. The US should not be able to manipulate the definition to serve its desires. Contention 3. For this policy to succeed, the United States should disavow all ties and relationships with dictators and authoritarian regimes. The United States should follow this course of action for the following reasons. 1. It serves as a possible incentive for willing countries to democratize and preserve human rights. Money has always been an attractive incentive, and many countries will go with it, as for this reason. 2. It serves as an aid to oppressed citizens of unwilling countries and as a tool for those oppressed citizens to rise up and fight against oppressive governments. Lack of aid will put pressure on the government, while aids will assist civilians in acquiring basic needs and exercising human rights. Those who are persecuted will get nothing, while those persecuted will get help. Civilians in non-compliant countries should not suffer due to the actions of their governments. 3. In either case, homegrown democracy will ensue, which will be good because A. Democracy will lead to less violence. This includes internal violence. Rudolf Rommel, professor emeritus of political science, noted that democracies between 1900 and 1987 saw only 0.14% of their populations on average die annually in internal violence. The corresponding figure for authoritarian regimes was 0.59%, and for totalitarian regimes, 1.48%. This also includes external violence, less external violence. The democratic peace thesis is a theory that democracies don't go to war with each other, and this was proven by Michael Doyle, Harold Brown Professor of U.S. Foreign and Security Policy, and Sean Emlyn Jones, Harvard University Professor and Editor of International Security. Subpoint B. Democracy enhances long-term economic performance. Professor Sean Emlyn Jones states that democracies are more likely to adopt market economies. So democracies will tend to have more prosperous, open economies. The United States will generally be able to establish mutually beneficial trading relationships with democracies. Subpoint C. The spread of homegrown democracy will benefit the U.S. in the following aspects. 1. Democracies won't support terrorism against the United States. 2. Democracies will produce fewer refugees because political reasons to flee would be eliminated. Point 4. It would force America to stand by values often parroted but rarely supported in action. America has had a bad habit of supporting dictators in the past. Adopting this policy would require that America drop this habit. Subpoint A. John Esposito, professor of Religion, International Affairs, and Islamic Studies, verifies that claim in a February 15, 2011 article that this policy fed anti-Americanism and fears of Western intervention, invasion, occupation, and dependency. B. Supporting true democracy will get America on board with other nations and help to dissipate some of the resentment. It will force America to be truly concerned about the plight of all other human beings. In conclusion, the affirmative is proposing a policy that will lead to more democracy, promotion of human rights, and ultimately more global security. Thank you.